AI is taking over everything. Well, it's not, but that's, of course, one of the big concerns. Artificial intelligence, that revolution is upon us. There's nothing we can do about it, but is it seen as a takeover of our jobs, or is it actually a tool to make us better at what we do? There's the debate. Well, we expect to be able to code and develop models. That creative output is often very scary, and or even scary is how clever this AI is getting. So there's a survey by Boston Consulting Group, which we're going to unpack for you in just a moment. Also, creators on TikTok is what we're talking about this morning. Clare Matthes, Gadget-Gal, joining us this morning. Hello, Claire. Good to have you back with us. So let's talk AI. Are you and I going to be out of jobs one day?
I hope not, but so from ChatGPT to DALL-E and all the technologies in between, you know, generative artificial intelligence is transforming business at an extraordinary pace, as you said. But I wanted to look at some of the key findings. So from what people have said about how the sentiments that AI are sort of bringing in business, 80% of leaders report that using AI tools on a regular basis, you know, the 80% are using tools, whereas 20% of frontline employees, you know, I mean, those are two completely different numbers. And then when you ask about AI's impact on work, 52% of all the respondents ranked optimism as one of their two sentiments, which is really exciting for AI, I suppose. And then 36% of respondents think that their job is likely to be eliminated by AI. But despite those concerns, 71 believe that there are rewards as long as the risks can be managed. And it seems like a lot of companies are, you know, trying to, rather than waiting for AI regulation, are developing and deploying their own AI programs, which is, it's great to hear. It's responsible, I think.
Here's the issue, though, isn't it? And tell me where you sit on the fence on this one. You can go either way you'd like here. The issue with AI is the debate around the responsible use of it at the moment, and also it learns by itself as well. I mean, I don't want to say we're heading down the Terminator 2 road, but there is concerns that maybe this intelligence becomes a bit too intelligent for its own good. There is a danger down the road here. Even we've had the Elon Musks of the world and you know, Zuckerbergs, etc., saying if not managed, it's going to be a problem.
Well, it is. We've had this discussion before, and I agree completely. It needs to be managed. We need to slow down. It's developing at a rate much faster than we can sort of control, if that's the right word, or understand, or, you know. And I do think you never know where this is going to go. At this time, at this point, it's maybe a little, I wouldn't say, maybe a bit too primitive still to sort of take over the world and be too nefarious. But, you know, the thing is, if you dictated something to, you know, make my Facebook better, just for instance, you know, get me a following, does that mean it's going to attack other people's following and pull it down? Or, you know, there's all these, and I'm just putting in very simplistic terms, but there's all these, you know, how do we control it in that sense? You know, how do we stop it from just going too far, attack, because you've given it instruction, a positive instruction, but is it going to use some sort of negative performance outlook, outreach to bring your, you know, to bring sort of positivity to you, and then pull somebody else down at the same time? And that, I think, is a bit of a worry, especially when you think about conflicts in countries and things like that. Never mind companies.
It's the cost involved in something like AI as well. We're going to talk TikTok in a moment, Claire. I just want to finish up on this AI discussion as well, because, I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions here, but obviously you're a content creator. You're very involved in the digital world as well. I saw a worrying report coming out. I want to say it was Vice, but don't quote me on that. I'll find the article, link to it somewhere if I need to back up what I'm saying, that in the gaming sector at the moment, creators are taking shortcuts. They're simply asking AI to do the job that they've studied all these years for. And what you've now got is in the gaming sector, which is huge money globally, of course, you've got AI doing the job for them as well. So on the job on the jobs side of this, they could be AIing themselves out of a job. It's not even being forced on them. They're using it willingly.
Well, I mean, I do understand your point, but the point of AI and technology in general, I have this argument with people all the time about it taking our jobs. The point of it, and maybe I'm going to eat my words in a couple of years. But the point of it is to make our jobs easier. It frees up creators. It frees up anybody that's doing mundane work. You know, if you think about technology, you know, any kind of like robotics revolution. I mean, you think of a plant that's putting cars together for you. That's so that people don't have to do it anymore. And granted, we're losing jobs, but we're hoping that we'll fill them somewhere else on maybe in more fulfilling work, you know, and that is maybe a bit of an optimistic, but I'm always an optimist about technology. I can't really read it. I can't be doing this job and going, oh no, it's the end of the world for us, you know?
Yeah, it's the growth of technology, which is the irony of what someone in your space actually deals with as well. Let's talk TikTok for a second. I'm always happy to admit I'm not on TikTok. I have no interest. I don't know what the kids are on these days, but solution-driven content and entertainment. Is TikTok becoming useful? Tell me what's happening.
Well, the thing is, we all turned to Google when we had questions before, and then it started becoming YouTube because you wanted to, I don't know, change the oil in your car or something like that. But it seems TikTok is the place to turn now to get some sort of valuable content. And what's really cool is TikTok launched a hashtag called TikTok, that's how, HAU, very South African of them. And in the first 5 days, garnered 8.7 million views, which, I mean, is pretty impressive. I mean, TikTok, I think they just also want to change the perception about TikTok. I think there's a very negative perception about it, but they really do want to, focus on sharing valuable life hacks, challenge, with us with load shedding, those kinds of things. They just want to find content that resonates with users and that can help as well. And they're just, like I said, they're just trying to, reaffirm themselves as a reliable and trustworthy platform. And then if you think about it, every piece of content is crafted by a creator and thought about quite carefully. I mean, I know there's joking and all that kind of stuff, but where the TikTok that's how hashtag comes in is, people are genuinely looking and trying to, figuring out things and then putting it out there for the rest of us to learn from, which is really exciting.
Yeah, the clock was tick-tocking as far as the usability of and the usefulness of TikTok, so I'm glad they came out and did something useful for a change. I'm very happy to admit I'm not on it, I'm not interested, but of course I know it's a huge social media network, and maybe one day.
It's addictive.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Claire, thank you very much indeed. Maybe AI will take over TikTok. Oh, now I'm going down off to another path altogether. Clare Matthes, Gadget-Gal, for us on the adoption of AI in the workplace, and can you believe it, TikTok possibly becoming useful. Thanks very much.